Hopefully when I quit, it didn't auto skip the cutscene. Hopefully I still get my case intro cutscene. Oh, good. Turn my game volume down a little bit. Well, that's an interesting start.
Phelps, Bukowski, you have a new case. 2 women, possible drink drive.
How is that a case?
The broad says she was doped and that somebody tried to kill her.
Where did this take place?
That's the bit you're gonna love. Right across the street.
What?
Curbside service.
Chevy Style took a nosedive off the escarpment, fetched up underneath a Cola King billboard.
It's a little
Up to it,
precarious.
boys. We got bad guys to catch.
Good deal. Totally legal U-turn. Go. Good luck trying to haul that out of there. See those panties on the rear deck lid?
Her face looks familiar. Well, that's June Ballard, Tarzan's sister, beast of the Amazon. She's married to Guy McAfee. The captain has moved to Vegas now, but the 2 of them still have juice.
Oh, good for her.
Phelps, traffic.
Detective Phelps. Hey, Bukowski. Long time no see.
You could have called this in by megaphone, Enrique. Phelps, this is Enrique Gonzalez. Enrique was a pretty decent middleweight. What do we have, Gonzalez?
Broad drives right through the empty lot and off the side of the escarpment. Her story is that a movie producer doped her and her friend and sent the car over the cliff.
Was anyone hurt?
I believe
Driver's
it.
beat up. Not too bad considering. If she hadn't hit that billboard, we'd be scraping both of them off the pavement. Passengers is Jessica Hamilton. She's just a kid. She's pretty knocked around.
Kid gonna be all right?
I think so. They've taken her to central receiving. If you want to take a look around, stall the ambulance.
Thanks. Do that.
One more thing. Watch out for the driver. She cuts rough.
Oh, this will be fun.
This ain't the red carpet, so get out of my lens.
You're in my way, Bukowski.
They've been torn off. Where did you find them?
They were stuffed in the young lady's handbag. I'll run a trace for semen when I get back to the lab.
Yeah, they did say movie producer. Oh, what is this? Please, dear, dear, come home. If you're worried about your father, don't be. All's forgiven.
She's a long way from home.
There's a hot temper and he can be very proud, but you're still his little girl and he loves you. I know he didn't mean those things he said. You're a good, decent girl, dear, and you're not made for Hollywood. I was 15 once myself. I wanted to be just like Clara Bow and wear lovely dresses and kiss handsome men, but once I grew up and married your father, I realized I would never have been happy in that life. You'll realize it one day, too. I'm sure Aunt Junie's looking after you, but I can't help worrying. You know what your old mother's like. The world is a very dangerous place for young girls, especially with stars in their eyes. Stars are nice to look at, but sometimes they can blind you to what's right in front of your nose. Emma and Molly miss you awfully. Emma's getting so pretty now, and little Molly's bright as a button, just like you were at her age. They need their big sister to look out for them. Dear Jesse, please come back. I'm frightened for you. Can't help feeling something terrible is going to happen. Camille Hamilton. Somebody had a premonition.
Looks like they're lucky they weren't more badly injured.
Must have been unconscious. Being relaxed tends to lessen the soft tissue damage.
You know, okay. I kind of want to look at this a little more, like, critically over the next few days, or the next few runs, because I really feel like a lot of these cases are referential to other famous cases. Like, the fake death one I have to look up, but I know I've seen it in other media for sure. This one feels a little bit like... What's the name of that case? It's like the prettiest suicide or whatever. The famous or semi-famous actress, top of the car. It's a really famous old case. there's a first homicide case that really reminds me of Black Dahlia in a lot of ways. So I'm kind of curious to look at that. There is an invisible wall that I keep running into.
Mrs. McAfee, we would like to ask
I
you a
didn't
few
want to talk
questions,
to her.
if that's okay.
I prefer to use my maiden name, June Ballard. You might be familiar with some of my work.
Can you tell us what happened here?
You're kind of cute for a cop. Maybe a bit on the serious side.
What about me, June? I'm a big fan of
You?
Beast of...
I don't like. Keep out of this.
I hate her already. Ugh. Well, not
We
this
understand that
doping
you're still
allegation.
suffering from the effects of the accident, Mrs. McAfee. The officer says that you claimed that you were drugged. Who did this to you?
That rat slipped us on Mickey Finn. It's no wonder I feel so dopey. I can't remember.
I only have the one intuition, but I really do not like her look. I mean, she seems super fishy to me already. We gotta start strong.
It's a serious offense to withhold
Yeah.
information from the police during a criminal investigation, madam.
I told you to call me June. You're making me feel like an old lady. And don't bother your handsome head about this. My husband will settle the score with Mark Bishop.
That sounds a little bit like a... I mean, not like hit job, but it sounds like a bit of a setup on her part.
What can you tell us about the passenger in your car?
Jessica Hamilton. Poor Jessica. It's been a rough day for her. She's desperate to break into movies. What more can I say?
All right, slime ball.
How old is Jessica, Mrs. Ballard?
I couldn't say how old Jessica is.
One
Old
out of 3
enough,
questions.
sweetheart, as the saying goes.
I feel like you were pimping her out, lady.
You mentioned a Mark Bishop. You think he might have had something to do with this?
He is a movie producer. As for his involvement, you just leave it to me and my husband to worry about.
Yeah, no.
It's not going to play that way, Mrs.
Ah, I
We'll
fucking
take it
hate
from
this
there.
game.
Relax, detective. You're not nearly as cute when you're mad.
Ignore this. First try, we got this. Gut hunch is very much that this is a no one is innocent case. Because boy oh boy, June Ballard is insanely fishy. The item layout on the
You wanna
trunk
see this, Phelps?
is
There,
super...
straight out on the trunk. And that
Yeah.
isn't even the best part.
That's super, super fishy. Oh, I guess it's on the coroner blanket, so I don't know where we found these. But they were probably not presented by her.
Torn off. Where did you find them?
They were stuffed in the young lady's handbag.
Okay.
I'll run a trace for semen when I get back to the lab.
I missed that the first time. That makes it a little bit less fishy on June's part, but I still don't trust her. I don't trust her to have not set this up to swing at that producer.
Drunk driver?
Maybe not.
How so?
Well, a head I found without a body piqued my interest.
Oh,
See what you think.
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio.
it's mandatory to do that
No.
line.
I think it's supposed to be a replica of an Indian shrunken head. It's some kind of curio or movie prop. See the casting marks?
Oh, that's really bad.
Plaster of Paris would be my first guess, then painted.
So we can rule out the murder angle?
No, you can rule that in. That thing was wedging the accelerator to the floor. Whoever did it
Yeah.
wanted these women dead.
And I guess I can have central, or, oh, what are they called in this game? Have records department run that plate. Hold on, I gotta do this again. Look at him go. Look at him go. All right. I don't think there are clues to pick up here. Just interrogate this cold
Mrs.
bitch.
McAfee, we would like to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
I prefer to use my name.
Look, I can get famous off my car
June
crash. Woo.
You might be familiar with some of my work.
I can ruin this
tell us what
competing
happened here?
producer.
You're kind of cute for a cop. Maybe a bit on the serious side.
What about me, June? I'm a big fan of Beast
You?
of...
I don't like.
Never
violence.
trust anyone in show business. Rule number 1.
We understand
Ever.
that you're still suffering from the effects of the accident, Mrs. McAfee. The officer says that you
Yes.
claimed that you were drugged.
We'll
Who
call
did
the
this to you?
That
human
rat
database.
slipped us a Mickey Finn. It's no wonder I feel so dopey. I can't remember.
You're lying, Morgan.
It's a serious offense to withhold information from the police during a criminal investigation, madam.
I told you to call me June.
Imagine just
You're
safe
making
scumming
me
through
feel
the
like an
entire
old
case.
lady.
That would actually be
Don't bother your handsome head about this.
mildly entertaining.
My husband will settle the score with Mark Bishop.
As he should not. Your husband should be doing nothing of this sort. Keep him out of the case.
What can you tell us about the passenger in your car?
Jessica Hamilton. Poor Jessica.
And she's your
Ah,
protege?
fuck it. Who cares?
You could say that.
We found a shrunken head. It was used to tamper with your car.
You see, I normally don't drive off cliffs. The last thing I remember is getting behind the wheel.
I don't trust that at all.
It's obviously some kind of movie prop. You must know where it came from.
Why don't you ask Mark Bishop which prop house he uses?
You think he might have had something to do with this?
He is a movie producer. As for his involvement,
No.
you just leave it to me and my husband to worry about.
There's just so much shifty about that setup in general.
I want to know what happened between you two that made him want to commit a double murder.
Yeah.
Bishop offered me a part in his picture. Then he withdrew it. Fact is, we had a deal.
Honey, that says more about you than
That's right.
him.
And this is where I end up.
Yeah, that says
Mrs.
everything
McAfee,
about
I
her.
think it would be in everyone's best interest if you accompanied Patrolman Gonzalez back to the receiving hospital.
I'm going to be okay. These guys can take me home after my lawyer and I have talked to the news hounds.
Mrs. McAfee,
I'm sure
you're
you
still
can't
under
wait.
the influence of narcotics, and you're likely to go into shock once the drugs wear off.
And I thought you were a heel. It's nice of you to be concerned.
I think we're good here. Let's go see what we can shake out of the kid.
Detective Phelps, here to interview a Jessica Hamilton.
Jessica Hamilton. Oh, yes. She's in the room right behind you, Detective.
Hello, Jessica. My name is Cole Phelps. I'm a policeman. I'd like to talk to you about your accident, if that's okay.
Okay.
Cole, take your hat off. Show some respect.
If you have more questions, could you ask them now? All I want to do is sleep. You're making me uncomfortable.
Okay.
Just
I wonder,
standing
I heard the
around
music.
here
I was like, can I look
not
around?
saying anything?
Nope. Just look through your chart. Head trauma, soft tissue damage, sustained in car accident, residual traces of chloral hydrate in bloodstream. That would be the drugging. External bruising to genitals and other evidence of criminal abuse. Yes.
Can you tell me what you remember about the crash?
It's all kind of fuzzy. I remember waking up here. Nothing happened yesterday.
The abuse in that underwear.
Tell the truth, Jessica. Why the big cover-up?
I'm not lying to you.
Yeah, you are.
We found your underwear in your handbag, Jessica. You need to tell us what happened.
The doctor told me what happened. I didn't want that. I just wanted to be a star, to be in movies. I told Junie what happened, and she told me to toughen up. That was the price of stardom.
Did she now? Cold-hearted bitch.
It's not Junie's fault.
Thank you, Bukowski.
Not my first time. I had a boyfriend back home, but
That
my
doesn't
father found out about him.
change anything.
Even if you consented, Jessica, you're still underage.
Ugh. Remember, this game came out in 2011.
We need to get in touch with your parents, Jessica, to tell them what has happened.
Oh, you don't need to worry them. They sent me along to stay with Aunt June. They trust her to take care of me.
That letter was super worried.
You're lying, Jessica. How are we going to make this right if you lie to us?
Please,
He's so
detective,
calm
why
about
would
it.
I lie to you?
Because you're a runaway, Jessica, and you don't have your parents' permission to be here.
I was
You
right.
want to tell me what really happened?
I went with Junie to this strange place. It's difficult to remember. Someone gave me a drink to calm my nerves.
Producer's
and then
party,
I felt
maybe?
faint. I think I must have passed out.
How did you meet Mr. Bishop?
Well, Junie is a big movie star. You
Sadly.
probably know that. She's doing a new movie.
She doesn't deserve it. I don't have any evidence against that, but you're still a little fishy.
What's the story with Bishop and Mrs. McAfee? Why does he want the two of you dead?
That can't be true. Mr. Bishop seemed very happy today. I mean,
Oh,
yesterday.
excuse you.
And that's why he wedged a shrunken head against the accelerator pedal and punted
that-
the two of you over an escarpment?
I overheard Junie speaking to him on the phone a couple
Yep.
of times.
Yep.
Screaming, really. She can be very hard sometimes, Junie. But they seemed okay yesterday, like they worked it out.
Yeah, I'm feeling more and more like Junie set this whole thing up.
I know what happened to you, Jessica. Where exactly did it take place?
Please, it's scary. It's really difficult to think of anything.
That's fair. Yeah, I don't want to push that.
I really need you to help me here.
I remember the mermaid.
Was the mermaid in the movie too?
Okay.
No, it was on the front of a building. We pulled up in front of the mermaid.
Records department, give me a list of
Thank
all
you,
LA
Jessica.
buildings with
Been a
mermaids.
big help. Here's my card. If you think of anything or you need some help, just get in touch, okay?
Okay.
Oh, sweet.
I think
Level
it
up.
might be a good idea if you went back home till you felt better, Jessica.
Lambs that go willingly to slaughter. Who the hell is that?
Must be her lawyer. He certainly expedited her release.
Ooh.
I don't like it, Cole. Why is she in such a hurry? We should follow her.
We should. I got a bad feeling. Huh. Boom.
Baby? No! I don't want him taught a lesson. You know what I
Yep.
want.
I called it.
Well, then make someone else do it! You still know people out here, don't you?
I called it.
Then make some calls!
Question is, how do we prove it?
I'm gonna be very clear about this. You get this done, or I'm
Or what, June? Or what?
Wilson's Hotel. Mr. Mark Bishop, that son
Thank
of a
you.
bitch, lives in apartment 803.
Would you like to incriminate yourself further, please?
Sure, I got the film.
Man, oh man. She looks worse and worse by the minute.
Are you drunk, mister? Or are you just cracked?
You the cops? I tried to stop them. It's room 803, left out of the elevator.
Look, lady, I compelled you, or I compelled you.
Give it up! LAPD!
I don't remember how to fight.
I'm about to break it.
Hold on. I don't remember how to fight. How do I fight? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna fucking Google the controls because I don't remember how to fight. Oh boy, now while I have like no health, let's see if I can... Fucking shit stains.
Look,
Okay, good. It starts me right back here.
Give it up, LAPD!
Yeah. First try. First try.
Take a moment while we look around.
Yes.
Great Wall of Babylon. A replica of a replica.
Oh, what was that? Oh.
Presented to Mark.
The prequel to Brokeback Mountain. Silver screen props. That gives us our prop maker, though.
What do you have to do to earn $20,000?
All my exes live in Texas. Well, you know what they say, everything's bigger in Texas.
Not everything here is going to be relevant.
It's a Bible. The Holy Bible. Question, am I immortal?
There's the set.
Oh, look at
Hollywood's
that.
own little piece of Babylon.
That's rad. That's actually super rad. Here we go. What is this?
Looks like we found our mermaid. Who are these men in the picture?
Oh, that's the prop store.
Husband, Mark, and Marlon Hopgood. They work together on occasion.
That's who
Hopgood's shop.
That's who the check was made out to.
Those men. I think they work for Guy McAfee. Do you know the name?
No. Why should I?
June Ballard is married to Guy McAfee. Have you heard of her?
That slut. She's been badgering my husband for days.
I believe
Mrs.
you.
McAfee alleges that your husband
I
tried
believe
to
you.
kill her and her friend last night. I think you should tell us what you know.
My husband's a movie producer.
He
This
tries
has
to kill
something do
people
with
all the
his new
time.
picture. He doesn't include me in his business.
Oh, don't you give me that smug face.
June Ballard said she had a deal to be in his new picture.
Mark repeatedly told her no. He had Joan Leslie lined up for the role. That's how he got the finance.
And that's why she's
June
gunning
made
for
all
him.
kinds of threats. She was very rude to me.
You know June Ballard?
We were both on the same picture a few years back.
My condolences.
That's how I met my husband.
I'm really just out to rag her as hard as I can, huh?
Where can we find your husband, ma'am?
He told me he would be on set. That's all I know.
That is the best, like, lock-in poker face.
Either we find him or McAfee's people do, Mrs. Bishop. If you care for him, you should make sure that we find him first.
I do care for him. But I don't really know where he'd go if he were in trouble. Hopgood might know.
Yep, so we'll talk to Hopgood.
Why is your husband paying Lorna Hopgood $20,000?
Oh, it's Lorna Hopgood.
Lorna? Marlon's ex-wife? Are you sure?
Yeah, I've got the check.
You're lying, Mrs. Bishop. It's some kind of payoff. You know exactly what the money is for and who it's getting paid to.
Do I? Would you like to prove that, detective?
Yes, I would. Boop.
Your husband looks like he's being blackmailed. They obviously have something on him if he's prepared to kill to cover it up. Why is the payment going to Hopgood and not McAfee?
Lorna works at a check-cashing place in Hollywood. You need to ask Hopgood why he needs that much money in cash.
In the movie business, that's not the shadiest thing, but it's still a little shady.
Your husband was at a casting yesterday with a young girl?
Not that I know of.
Young girl?
He told me he was looking at locations. The picture's been cast.
Yeah.
Jessica remembered a mermaid. The mermaid on the front of the prop store. You better come clean with me.
Why were they casting in a prop
This is
store?
a sick town, detective.
That's another
Sure
another
you
good
really
question.
wanna know? The truth is, my husband likes them young.
And you think that's okay?
She just ratting
I was
on him.
16 when I first met him.
Oh.
I thought he was a genius, a magician with film. I was 20 before I realized he was just a B-movie hack. But he's nothing compared to some of the monsters at these big studios. My guess is Ballard sacrificed her little friend.
Mm-hmm.
Happens to a lot of girls.
That's kind of what I was,
Your husband is in trouble. It could go easier for him if you were more helpful, Mrs. Bishop.
He's a big boy, detective, and so are you. This is Hollywood. There's always a deal to be done.
It's kind of looking like I was onto something.
An aging movie star, a wannabe starlet, a movie producer's wife. We're finally rubbing shoulders with the almost rich and famous.
And from the stories they've given us, clearly none of them can act.
Alrighty.
Phelps and Bukowski, LAPD. We're investigating the attempted murder of June Ballard and Jessica Hamilton.
Christ! I'm Marlon Hopgood. How can I help?
Now show me the casting couch.
Keep him here, Stefan. I'm gonna take a look around.
What's this got to do with me?
Don't try my patience, knucklehead.
How about Bukowski, like, always seems tiny next to other people, but he's so intimidating. Hey, look at that. Hello.
Doping a 15-year-old kid and abusing her in a screen test. What is wrong with these people?
Some questions for you, Dr. Stoneman.
Turn off the lights, Hopgood.
Ah.
Why would I want to do that?
One-way mirror? Yeah.
One-way mirrors. There's a room on the other side.
Huh. Well, well. Find a way into that peep den, Phelps. I'll stay here and keep our pervert company.
Can I look at the prop room too, actually? Oh, oh. That's clever. Oh. Well, well, well. What have we here? Better hope they developed this before I open it.
Jungle Drums, 8th and Francisco. Attention, Mark Bishop.
Perfect. Hey, would you look at this?
So what happened to the film of Hamilton's screen test?
Yeah. Well, I think we know what our blackmail is. Although that's very, very fast. Oh. Oh my god. Why did I figure... Ugh. It's a real sleazy joint you got here, boss.
So this is where you sprang from.
Yeah? Oh, is this going to be another doctor flashback? Doctor, what's his name?
Listen, I have
Yes,
to call
it
you
is.
back. I got some business here.
Sit down, Courtney. This is Mickey. Mickey, this is Courtney Sheldon. What would you like to drink?
Scotch. Straight up.
Good
I hear
choice.
You're back at school learning to be a doctor, kid.
Yes. That's right, Mr.
So
Cohen.
you want to be a doctor and a dope peddler. Interesting combination, huh?
Do we have a problem, Mr. Cohen?
We might have. Yeah. Selling the
Leonard
dope to my boy
Cohen?
Lenny looked like a good move, but Lenny has been supplying wholesale, so to speak. The Bindle boys in this town aren't used to the juice without a little of the middleman taking his cut.
Lenny promised that wouldn't happen, Mr. Cohen. And Lenny works for you.
What can I say about Lenny? Let me think. Oh yeah, he's a putz. And he's lazy, and he's greedy, but he's my wife's brother. And how can you make a cake with those ingredients, huh? Yeesh.
Never go into business with family.
So how is that my problem, Mr. Cohen?
Well, kid, the only way we're going to be able to make this work is to do some repackaging. We need to get the dope out of those dinky little cardboard boxes and...
Surrettes.
Yeah, Surrettes. Great. We can put it into a big vat so we can water it down a little bit.
I won't bore you with the chemistry, but it doesn't work that way. You're likely to kill even more people.
Okay, listen. We want to buy you out, kid. I'll offer you 50 grand.
It's a fair chunk of money in the 40s.
Hey, hey! You don't like my offer?
Good luck to you.
The Sheldon kid? think I want him dead.
Oh, jeez. Imagine being enough of a baller to have a phone at your table, though. Got a lot of evidence to talk to you about there, bud.
You ever do any work for Mark Bishop?
Mainly do work for the studios. RKO, Republic, Warner Brothers. So yeah, when Bishop was doing work for a studio, yes.
When did you last see him?
Now I'm doing work for his next picture.
That's not an answer.
Though.
It's not an answer.
I haven't seen him around here in a while.
That's an answer. It's the wrong one.
I know you're
It's an
lying,
answer.
Hopgood. Bishop was here, and you know exactly what he was doing and what he left lying around afterwards.
You come in here without a warrant, and now you start throwing your weight around?
Why do you have a film reel with his name on it? And Jessica Hamilton's name on it.
A 15-year-old girl told me how she was drugged and molested at a casting house. I found the chloral hydrate in your drinks cabinet. You give me something or I will break your fucking jaw, Hopgood.
Get his
Here
ass.
with June Ballard and the girl. A lot of producers and directors use this place. I'm not responsible for what goes on here.
McAfee's men are looking for Bishop. We need to find him first. Any idea where he might have gone to ground?
If he really tried to kill McAfee's wife, my advice to him would be to leave town.
I mean, he dodged that pretty well, but I don't know that I have anything that I can do about that. Yeah, I buy it.
You're delivering props to Jungle Drums on 8th Street?
Bishop is using that old rundown wreck of a set. That place is dangerous. But it might be a good spot to hide.
Oh my god, please tell me we're gonna have like a shootout or a fist fight on top of the Jungle Drum set. Please tell me. That would be so rad.
What's the deal with you and June Ballard?
Look, buddy, I make props. I hardly ever meet the talent unless it's something tailor-made for them, like a sword or something.
Again. Film reel. Again. Film
You and
reel.
Ballard are blackmailing Bishop. That's why he cracked.
You got nothing on me. My hands are clean on this.
My brother in Christ, we have the film reel.
Enough. I've been in your
Yeah.
room, Hopgood.
And the
I've seen your
fucking
smut
peep
pictures
room.
and camera setup. You made a movie of Jessica. I found the canister.
The deal is I get to sell the movies to burlesque houses and private collectors.
Sleazy.
Movie guys love seeing their cocks on screen. But part of the arrangement is I never film their faces. June had me film Bishop, and then she kept the movie for insurance.
Yep.
When ape
Sounds
shit when he
right.
realized his face was front and center.
Who has the film now?
Who
Sounds
else?
right.
McAfee.
Yeah, that explains the phone call. Kind of.
Ballard had what she wanted. Where does the money come into it?
What money?
Oh, please.
Enough of the lies.
I told you I get my cut selling dirty movies.
And your wife is taking $20,000 checks. With
Your ex
her
was
own
getting
name
20
on it.
large from Bishop.
If I wanted to skim 20 from Bishop, we'd do it through the movie budget.
No.
June said she'd sell him the film once the movie had wrapped, but Guy wanted cash. He's in a cash-only business. You think I had a choice in this?
That's all for now, Hopgood. We're taking you in.
I'm on a roll.
Phelps.
This is my case, man.
Boy,
This
Earl,
is it.
Vice. Hold on a moment. This is clearly a vice case. You've been roughing up my informant?
Hopgood is a vice informer?
Yes, he is, Phelps, and a very important one. Look at that mug. Have you been upsetting these two officers, Marlon?
So we just drop it?
You do if you know what's good for you.
I don't
You
trust
need
this
to
guy
catch the
either.
movie producer before an angry husband does, from what I'm hearing.
I'll be making a full report to the captain, detective.
You do that, kid. We're all very impressed with you.
Let it slide.
I do
Cole.
not trust Bruno Mars. 1940s Bruno Mars.
Johnny Goldberg. You work for Mickey C.
That's right, detectives.
You wouldn't happen to know the guys
God,
who
look at
roughed
that
up
tie.
Mr. Bishop earlier today by any chance?
No, not us. We don't do that kind of thing. It's the husband we'd like to talk to.
This is a police matter. You don't want to be taken in for obstruction of justice, do you, boys?
You could try the obstruction rap, but it won't stick.
You want to bet?
We could beat that.
You've had your 10 cents worth, gentlemen.
Bishop knows how the world works. Mrs. McAfee hits him up for a movie part. Happens every day. But Bishop takes it a step too far and tries to rub out Mrs. McAfee. Naturally, Guy is going to get upset.
What made you think Bishop would be here?
We figure he might be planning a little accident for Hopgood, too.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Those guys have got some unfinished business.
Wouldn't surprise me.
You let us know if you find Bishop. Guy McAfee can be a very generous man.
I'm only going to warn you once, gentlemen. Stay out of this. This is a police matter. We will be bringing Mark Bishop into custody.
At least he's polite. Kind of dumb, but polite.
But I'm
He's just like me.
Like the smug son of a bitch. So let me put it in ruder terms that even a pair of blockheads like you might understand.
Hell yeah.
The only reason that you don't have bars on your windows already is because you're small fry. And we don't waste our time on small fry. You stay away from Bishop, and you stay away from me. Is that clear enough for you, asshole? Now run along back to your boss so we can pat you on the head and tell you what good boys you are.
God, I love Bukowski. I love Bukowski so much. Whoa, hey. Am I able to, like, shoot out my windows?
They really don't want anybody getting to Bishop before they do. Keep it steady. I'm busting tires. Made to lose those fools, though.
Easy.
Let's see him chase us now.
Easy.
On the movie set, Phelps. Let's roll.
Oh, Christ. And they say working traffic is like watching paint dry.
You know how to piss people off, Bukowski.
This game does feel really, really good when you're not totally fluffing every single interaction. Also, I say it every Sunday, but man, I really want to play Mafia. I might have to take the new Sunday night slot, maybe. Actually, I wonder if I alternated it with something else. Like alternating Sunday nights between like Mafia and either one-offs or like Alien Isolation or something. I would alternate Stardew because LA Noire is the one everybody watches, but I kind of just don't want to stop playing Stardew. It's a very cool set. Missing a little bit of backdropping between the pillars, though.
There's the slippery bastard now.
No. God damn it!
Mark Bishop, stop! LAPD!
Better run, Phelps.
Get him, Phelps. I'll cover the exit. I didn't do anything.
Oh boy, my hunch was gonna be right, isn't it? Whoop. Oh, that sounds good. Oh dear. Health and safety violations abound. God, this is so cool, though. Oh god, we're gonna die.
Don't make this any harder on yourself, Bishop. Hey, June Bell, what the hell?
Oh boy. Oh my god, seriously, slow down. There we go.
Mark Bishop, you're under arrest for the attempted murder of June Ballard and the rape and attempted murder of Jessica Hamilton.
Oh boy.
We need to get out of here.
Alright.
All right, but you stay close.
Switch into
Any
keyboard
tricks,
and mouse
I'll
for the
save
shootout.
McAfee's boys the trouble.
Follow me. I know another way out of this place.
I'm trusting you.
Kill them for
Now we're
God's
talking.
sake, I don't want to die.
Kathy doesn't make the rules. You hear me?
Oh, God, they're everywhere.
Where is he? How did you get up there so fast? Wow, Cole, your aim sucks.
They're full of gasoline. Shoot them quickly.
Where? Oh. Jeez. Sorry about your set, dude, but
Follow
you
me.
know,
We need to get him to the car.
that was definitely effective. Oh, look at that. I'm a pro.
Now, this is what I call a result.
Mark Bishop, erstwhile film producer and all-around piece of shit, catches a fast ticket to Quentin for statch rape and attempted murder. So he gets to spend the next 15 years playing sissy instead of sticking it to little girls. That is justice with a capital J, Detective Phelps. You developed such a reputation, I'm not going to be able to hold on to you any longer. You're getting promoted. Go on, get your new assignment. It was good working with you, son.
What happens to June Ballard, though? She better be getting some kind of comeuppance, because she does not come out of this smelling like roses. I'm really going to miss Bukowski, though. I better not be working with this asshole. I think he's Vice, so I think we're safe.
Phelps, Bukowski, this your work?
Can I help you, Detective?
Sorry, Cap. Didn't see you there.
Yeah, I'll bet you did. This is a traffic case. You need something?
I'm here to buy a drink for the 2 LAPD traffic cops who broke the back of Guy McAfee's private army.
Oh.
You don't have a problem with that, do you, Captain?
Look at him eating his humble pie.
Go right ahead.
Get in. I'm buying.
Look at us go. Look at us go. Oh, hey, it's the Blue Room.
You'll like this place. A lot of movie people hang out here. You like jazz, Cole? The hopheads love it.
Sure, yes.
Big bands and swing I can understand, but this bebop palaver? How are you supposed to dance to that?
You like jazz?
This is Phelps, Leroy. Be nice to him. You'll like this place. They treat you right.
I really don't trust this dude as far as I can throw him.
What do you think we want to do? Stand at the bar like chumps?
I'll get a table ready for you.
Don't look so happy to see me, Alphonse. I might get the wrong impression. Cole, this is Alphonse. He's a French Negro from Africa. Can you beat that?
The Congo.
A pleasure to meet you, Alphonse. Is Elsa singing tonight?
Yes, she is. She has the next set.
Come on, Cole. You can meet Elsa while they're fixing us a table. You'll like her. She's something else.
Maybe another night, Roy. She's pretty beat up about it.
Get your hands off me. Don't ever tell me what to do or what not to do, Alphonse. You got a nice club here. Don't spoil it.
If you will follow me, detectives.
Damn, this dude's a piece of work, huh? Looks like Cole agrees with
He
me.
was my only real friend, Harlan. We went through it all. Do you realize what he meant to me?
Of course I do.
You have no idea. You said it was construction work.
It was an industrial accident, Elsa. How can I be held responsible?
Elsa,
oh, this is...
Are you going on?
Louis, for God's sake, he was my best friend. The
That
only
doctor.
man who ever loved me without putting his hands on me.
Hi, Elsa. Here's
That
someone I'd
shady
like
doctor.
to meet. Cole Phelps, war hero and crime fighter extraordinaire.
And why would I want to meet another fascist from the LAPD?
I like Elsa.
Sorry about this, Cole. What an evening I'm having. First a Negro puts his hands on me, and then this. Who do you think you're talking to, you German junkie whore? Don't you ever forget your
Oh, this
place with
dude's...
me again.
This dude's gonna get his ass beat.
Evening, Doc. How's business?
Sanguine. Louis, help me here. I'm gonna have to give her something before her performance.
Blow it off, Cole. These artsy-fartsy types always get a little flighty. Meet Dr. Harlan Fontaine, doctor to the stars. Mr. Fix-It to the mental wreckage of Hollywood.
Dr. Feelgood.
So what about that drink, boys?
Yeah, this Vice Dick's gonna get his ass beat. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I don't even care about making it look like an accident. Dude can get a Colombian bow tie for all I care. Sometimes you gotta send a message. I want to say it's the first homicide case that I have to partially censor. Yep, okay, this is the one. This is also the one I feel like is a slight Dahlia reference. Or it might be referencing another case I'm misremembering. It's a really nice coat, though.
All right, gentlemen, take your seats. Let's get this over before lunch.
Yeah, it's Mr. Squinty.
Rose of the homicide squad has decided to take early retirement. We will all miss Floyd and the steely edge he brought to his police work. The department has arranged a wee drink at the Galway Arms to quench the mighty thirst a man gets from 25 years of police work.
That dude looked like he was chiseled out of hardwood.
Floyd's departure leaves a place at the top table, and the chief has seen fit to promote Cole Phelps from burglary to the homicide desk.
Traffic, excuse you.
Take a chair. You're in the major leagues now.
Honestly, yeah.
Rusty Galloway, a fine lawman of the old school, will be taking you under his wing. Your first case is the murder of a woman, found last night and bearing all the signs of the werewolf. Get out to the scene, lads.
See if you can learn something about seeing how a real cop operates.
Oh, so he's a lazy prick. I got it.
Medallion. The Daily News came out calling him the werewolf killer. The Examiner came up with the Black Dahlia.
I was right.
Closer to catching him? Not a chance.
All right, what do we got? Give me the breakdown.
How about a scoop for the Examiner, Galloway? You could use some good press.
Another tramp, another message. Is the werewolf back in business, boys?
Do you have a mother, asshole? A sister? How about showing some respect for this poor woman? Let us do our job, and Detective Galloway will give you a statement later.
He's good, Rusty. He even sounds genuine.
That's Phelps, guys. The war hero. Defending the honor of murdered humps. You're used to it, Phelps. Moving along, guys. You got your pictures, you got your headlines. Now scram.
Oh, gotta love tabloid reporters, right? All right. And I have to... Boop. Because she is definitely very much fully naked. So when I have to actually examine the body, I will also be covering that screen.
Patrolman, this your beat? Yes, sir.
Oh.
Well, part of it. Kids park here, they use it like a lover's lane.
Took me by surprise.
Working neighborhood. Some trouble, but nothing like this. It's known locally as the Moors.
You were first on the scene?
Yes, detective.
No one's disturbed the body?
No, sir. We cleared out them vulture reporters so Pinker and the coroner could work. They're waiting to talk to you.
Go house to house and see what you come up with.
Why would you call a place like this the Moors? Honestly. Some drag marks and footprints. Does that not count as evidence? Let's see what's over here. Anything in the bag?
The victim's bag?
Car keys, lipstick.
Looks brand new. Can't be the one used on the body.
Oh yeah, her body is also covered in writing done in lipstick. Anything else? Uh-huh. What are you?
It's like some kind of puzzle or parlor game.
Oh, was that it? Oh, that is it. Okay. What's inside?
The Bomba Club.
Oh my
Why
god.
steal a table lighter?
It's such an overly complicated lighter, too. Alright. Bear with me. I will narrate what I'm finding on the body. Oh. I can look at the footprints. Hold on.
What can you tell me about the shoe prints?
Men's size 8s. Pinker lifted impressions for me to compare back at the lab.
It's fairly small, which is good. Slight statistical anomaly always makes things better. Alright. Body time.
Cause of death?
She looks rough.
Could be the head injuries.
Oh, Jesus.
She's been badly stomped. The cuts look superficial. I'll know for sure in an hour.
What caused the blunt force injury to the face?
Could be anything from a baseball bat to a lug wrench. I'll have more details after the autopsy.
On the left side of her face, she's been given like a Chelsea grin. Don't know if that was done intentionally or not. It's definitely a possibility. And then, yeah, top of her head is all smashed up. She's got boot prints on her torso.
What's the writing on the victim mean?
BD, Black Dahlia, Tex. Your guess is as good as mine. Could be something
I
to it,
accidentally
or
backed
could be
off the
killer's
body,
trying
so
to
I
throw you
gotta
off
go
the scent.
investigate again.
Either way, I'll run tests on the lipstick.
Any idea of the time of death?
From the temperature, I'd say after midnight. I'll confirm with you later.
Can we get to the bomba? Man could die of thirst.
Nope, let me reinvestigate the body. Left arm is cut.
What about this wound on the finger?
Something removed. A ring, most likely. I assume it was taken post-mortem.
That is also an interesting possibility. Yeah, left arm has a big old laceration in it, so who knows what that is. I believe that's all of the body I can actually examine. I want it to give me a clue on this drag mark, because, like, either she was killed here and dragged, because there isn't too much, like, more blood around the body, or she was struck and was trying to get away, which the opening cutscene didn't really show, but I don't always 100% believe in opening cutscene, because it's very much presented without context. Yeah, I definitely see, like, he's got a lot of potential. He's definitely, you know, a hard ass. But if he's a decent detective and he's not just super lazy and, oh, this is how the world works, no big deal, you know, then I think I'll like him a lot. But I really worry he's going to be the type where it's like totally blowing off evidence because it's something he didn't think of, you know? I worry about him being one of those, but we'll see.
Gentlemen, what can I get you?
Phelps and Galloway.
Gentlemen.
LAPD. Were you working here last night?
Yes. How can I help, officer?
You can start with your name.
Garrett Mason.
You're the regular bartender on nights?
I'm a temporary barman. I work for an agency. I fill in at bars across town.
Do you remember a woman who came in here last night? 5'7", about 110 pounds, blonde hair, about 40 years of age.
You mean Celine Henry?
Is the world that small?
Yes. Do you know anything about her?
I don't. But the owner, Mr. McCall, serves her most nights. Would you like to speak to him?
I would.
He sits at the back of the club. Wears a hibiscus. You can't miss him. Is there anything else?
It's the same as chasing
for that.
It's the same as chasing any scientific outcome, though.
On the house,
Like,
officer.
Too much preconception.
Pour me another.
Too much preconception can really lead to you fitting your data to the hypothesis instead of the other way around.
Detective Phelps, LAPD. We're investigating the murder of Celine Henry. Do you know her?
Celine Dion?
Christ. Sure, I know her. She and I and Jacob, her husband, we go way back.
She was here last night?
Sure, she's a regular. Celine was a lovely woman.
Well, he gets his tenses correct. That's good.
Was Mrs. Henry here with anyone last night?
Not at first. Celine already had quite a head start.
But she attracted attention?
Party girl.
Certainly. A few gentlemen became very enamored with her and her stories. One guy in particular.
Tell me more.
You know him?
No. He's been in a couple of times.
Tell me more.
Yes. At around 11. If it helps, I made the guy's license plate.
Why would you?
Say, honey, what time did you get off waiting tables?
I appreciate it, but
I think this could be a great help, sir. Thank you.
what triggered you to write down her license plate? Like, what tipped you off?
Mrs. Henry appeared to be missing a ring, torn from her finger, but not her wedding finger.
Celine always wore a red garnet ring on the large side. Larger than life, like Celine herself.
Did she have it a long time?
Sure. Since way back in her flying days.
Did her husband buy it?
Flying?
No, it was before Jacob.
Well, that's shifty as hell. Okay.
I think you know where the ring came from, and I think you're gonna tell me.
Okay. I bought it years ago.
That's why he's so shifty.
Carried a torch for Celine in those days. Guess I always have. Her old man never knew about it.
It's understandable.
You know the husband?
Sure I know Jacob. He was in the Corps. He met Celine on a furlough and married her when the war was finished. He put up with a load of shit.
Do you think he killed his wife?
No. No, not in my opinion.
I don't know, man. Okay. I was gonna say, I was like 60% ready to believe him, but that's not enough. Something.
So if it wasn't Jacob, then you probably let her out of here with the guy who killed her. How do you feel about that?
Stow the attitude, will ya? I tried to get onto Jacob. I rang him up, asked him to come pick her up like usual. But he refused. She picked some night to push him over the edge. I rang him back around 11:30, but got no answer.
Yeah, I don't know,
Mr.
man.
Cole. You've been a big help. One more
Something.
thing. Would you have an address for Celine?
142 North Union Avenue.
Thank you.
God knows I had to send her home in enough cabs to remember that.
And I get my intuition point back. Yeah, something about the way he answered that.
Say, honey, what time did you get off waiting table?
Like, it seemed very, very, very
He drove me up to Mojave.
rehearsed.
Let's get out of here.
Let's see if I can call about that taxi.
Refill my coffee next time.
There we go.
Operator, give me dispatch.
All right, Janet.
Putting you through now.
Work your magic, Janet.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need a registered owner on a license plate, 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. I'll need to contact the DMV. Shall I relay the details
Oh,
via
wow.
KGPL?
Yes, please.
Please. Thank you.
Finally, we stumped her. She didn't have that one just queued up, ready to go.
A waitress. Can I have another spoon?
That's such a voice line. Interesting. Interesting. Wasn't expecting forced entry.
Side window's been jimmied. Looks like somebody's creeped the joint.
Side one has been jimmied. It was smashed. What do you mean jimmied? Oh. Oh dear. Ooh, let's see what awful things we have here.
You said I had to go back, Doctor.
The fires are cathartic. They allow you to confront your past.
I knew Harlan was shifty.
Are you taking the medication I have prescribed?
You said the house would be empty.
I knew Harlan was shifty.
Circumstances were unfortunate. My colleagues had made all the necessary arrangements.
You said the house would be empty. You're killing me.
The deaths were unfortunate, but you have dealt with death before.
I want you to come to the clinic and we can deal with it. You said the house would be empty. How can I find peace?
Man, this Harlan guy is worse than I thought. Damn. Yeah, this place is definitely a little bit of a sty.
Size 9s. Above average for a lady.
Really? It's not that big. I guess if you say so. I don't know the average sizings.
Burglar used a pry bar. Why did you kick the door in?
You think I'm gonna climb through a broken window in a $30 suit? You got another thing coming, Buster.
Oh, note on the...
Celine and Jacob are obviously having problems. It speaks to motive.
Crime scene evidence still weighs against it being the husband, but Jacob could give us something to go on.
Call in burglary and get technical services out here. I'll talk to the neighbors.
Tiffany.
Wow.
Most of this stuff is junk. Might explain the missing ring.
I wonder if that was the one she was wearing. If that's the one that, what's his name bought. Oh, she actually was an aviatrix.
A regular Amelia Earhart in her day. The ring looks distinctive.
That is a colossal ring. I think that's it. You can see about the neighbors. I might have to cut this case into 2 parts because it's getting late and my head is ready for a break.
LAPD. Are you acquainted with Celine Henry, Miss?
Horgan. Jennifer Horgan.
Unfortunate
I've known
name.
Celine for more than 10 years. Our children grew up together. What's going on, officer?
Did you see Mrs. Henry go out last night?
Well, I'm no busybody, you understand, but Celine had been drinking.
Didn't know she had children.
And poor, long-suffering Jacob had a terrible row. I think Jacob may have given her a black eye. He
Okay, I
stormed
wondered
out and
about
she
that.
went back inside.
Did he come back?
No.
Because the body had a
Celine
black
was
eye.
listening to music and shouting until she left around 10 p.m. She was very drunk to have been driving. But she is not the sort of person you can stop from doing something when her dander is up. What is this about, officer? Is Celine all right?
I'm afraid Mrs. Henry has been murdered, ma'am.
Murdered? Oh, my God. I'm afraid
Yeah,
I
she
need
got,
to go and sit down.
You do that. Do we have, what's his name's? Do we have her husband's apartment? We do. Might as well go check that out.
Okay, Phelps, we go in hard. You follow my lead.
Oh, we're storming the place. All right. Oh boy, I see no way this can go wrong.
You Jacob Henry?
Yeah. Who's asking?
LAPD.
He's surprisingly calm.
The murder of your wife, Celine Henry.
Murder? Celine?
Save the dramatics
Oh, my
for
God.
RKO, pal. You got bigger problems.
What the hell are you talking about? You come in here, you tell me that Celine is...
Take a seat, Mr. Henry.
That she's...
We're gonna have a look around, then we'll talk.
Jesus, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think the investigation.
Slightest hint that you're a flight risk, pal.
I do really like his voice. Yeah, I think the investigation of Mr. Jacob Henry's apartment will be a good pickup time to start up with next week. Hopefully it goes as well as it did this week, because I kind of felt like we were in a good groove there. Case is going pretty well. So I will catch all y'all next time.